on the scientific method. So the scientific method is a list of steps that we're going to take every time we do a scientific experiment. And it really happens anytime you run into a problem that you need to solve. So for example, you wake up in the morning and you can't find your cell phone. You thought you stuck it next to your bed to charge at night just like you always do, but it was gone. So you start to think, where was it? Where can I find it? Where is it? Okay? So the first thing you do is you observe, I don't have my phone. That's the first step. You make an observation. Then you do a little research. Well, where do I remember having it? What did I do yesterday? Do I remember having it at home? Do I remember having it at school? Was it in the car? Start thinking about and researching different questions you have about it. Once you've answered a lot of your questions, getting background information, then you can make your hypothesis. So your hypothesis is a statement you're going to make that you're going to try to validate with your experiment. So hypothesis, okay, I think I left it in my jacket pocket. Well, my experiment then is going to prove, hopefully, my hypothesis. So my experiment, I'm going to go to my jacket and look in my pocket. Once I've done my experiment, I analyze my data. What were my outcomes? Well, all of my pockets are empty. Sometimes your scientific experiment doesn't work. That's okay. It just means we need to go back and do a little more thinking. So I draw my conclusion, it wasn't in my jacket pocket. Okay, so I start over. Well, I've already done my observation. I do my research again. Well, if it wasn't in my jacket pocket, where else could I have put it? Well, maybe I stuck it in my backpack. Okay, that's my research, my hypothesis. I think it's in my backpack. My then experiment is go to my backpack and look for it, analyze data. Oh, there it is, it's in my side pocket. I draw my conclusion. I left my phone in my backpack. So we can go through these steps every single time we come to a problem, and we're going to use this method whenever we have experiments to do in the lab or just problems to solve in class. Once the scientific method is used, scientists can have a couple of different options on where to go next. So scientists can either make a theory, a law, or a model. A theory is when there's a consistent answer after many results from an observation or experiment. So something that's never been proven false. A scientific law is a statement that summarizes a pattern found in nature, but doesn't explain it. So for example, Newton's laws of gravity. The law just states what is found in nature, but it doesn't go into the details of explaining why it happens. And then we can make a scientific model. We're going to use a lot of these in chemistry. Here are the representations of something too difficult to understand or observe directly. So our models of the atom, they're a model. It's what we think happens. We haven't disproved it the best way we can understand what we can't see.